A new group is hoping to change the composition of our city mayors. I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. You're listening to Texas Tomorrow with Charles Blaine. Join Charles as he talks about the people and issues that are affecting you and your family at the local level of government.
The Republican Mayors Association is a new group hoping to have a big impact on the local level. This group is led by newly minted Republican Mayor Eric Johnson of Dallas, but it also has other Texas mayors involved. McAllen Mayor Javier Villalobos, Manville Mayor Dan Davis, and Willow Park Mayor Doyle Moss. They're all on the advisory committee for this new organization. The group's goal is to bring a conservative perspective to urban governance, something that has long been missing in that space. The largest city in Texas with a Republican mayor is the city of Fort Worth. And there aren't many in the list of the largest cities in the country either. Democratic elected officials have long dominated urban governance, in part because of a capture of the urban vote, but also in part because Republicans have long refused to compete in cities. But not anymore, apparently. While mayoral elections in most major cities are officially nonpartisan, that has unofficially not been the case for a very long time. Heading into this year, 76% of the population of the top 100 cities lived under Democratic mayors. Data also shows that cities which elected a Democratic mayor spend 7% more per capita, raise 8% more per capita in taxes, and employ 8% more public workers per capita than an otherwise equivalent city which elected a Republican. There are also reported impacts to violent crime and property crime and resource allocation to public safety. So, many of the problems we face in cities today can be attributed to one-party control, a lack of competition, if you will. Because why address the basic needs for core services if you're not worried about someone with an opposing viewpoint winning and knocking you out of your seat? But something is bound to change. The fastest growing cities that we see today in our country and in Texas aren't big cities at all. Most of our legacy big cities are seeing movement to the suburbs and exurbs as people flee high taxes, crime, poor infrastructure, expensive housing. So at some point, cities or city dwellers who want to see a change in our big cities are going to have to make that change happen. In comes the Republican Mayors Association. Today, Republicans hold about a quarter of the mayor offices in the 100 largest cities, and that didn't happen overnight. And neither will reversing that course. But voters in cities can hope to at least have options moving forward. Maybe instead of voting for the lesser of two evils, they can finally vote for a candidate they actually want, one that may even inspire them. But we'll see what happens in due time, and this is certainly a group that we'll be watching. Thanks for tuning in, and please let us know if there's an issue or something going on in your neighborhood that you'd love us to talk about. We'd love to hear it.
So I hope you took something away from this, and if you did, make sure you tell a friend, a family member, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you see fit. And make sure you tune in for next week's episode of Texas Tomorrow.